YouTube. What's poppin' today? We have the mutant goddess who has turned into the eternal storm from last issue. Something I think we have been waiting on for a long time. This is long overdue. We saw Jean Grey become the Phoenix. So how this chapter starts, we are in the Oblivion Void when it is told before there was everything, there was nothing. Before there was space and time and continuum, existence was empty. This is a big lie of our universe. The truth, before there was a universe, there was oblivion. There always been and there always will be. The only void that could house the end of all things, death, without ceasing to exist. To what is the end, to what does not have the beginning. Great artists steal. That is what we humans say. That is what our universe did. Infinity in eternity. In a sudden burst of immense energy, our universe was born within the oblivion void, always expanding into, always taking from. The first great artist, and this, my friend, was 13 billion years ago, y'all. We see Storm in her eternal storm form, where we are back in Latveria in the present day. Where Storm seems to be handling a goon easily, where is begging for his life right now. Storm is not in control of her body. It seems like Eternity is in control of Storm body now. The crazy part of this panel is that she seems to be using what looks to be cursed spirit manipulation technique from Jujutsu Kaisen, because that is a technique from Suguru Gato, which actually is a really sweet curse technique, just to let y'all know. That's really sweet. But she's using her thunderstorm and ends up making a grand entrance, telling Doom it is his turn. Doom is not pleased with the circumstances, says to Storm, "No, you are the one in danger here. You brought a demon to my nation, demolished my abode, and endangered my people in your reckless brawl with said demon. Leave my nation or face the wrath of Doom." And I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. These are some bold words coming from Doom, because he is in the presence of the goddess and he's talking like that. You must be crazy. And, we switch back to where Eternity is sitting on his throne 3 billion years ago, where he is talking to Oblivion about what to do with death. Death, the one that Thanos is in love with, is the twin sister of Oblivion. And while Death is the twin sister of Oblivion, Infinity is the twin of Eternity. Yeah, that's how it works in the Marvel universe. And we have the Living Tribune, who is the other half of the One Above All. He is the messenger of One Above All. Says that they must do a trial by combat to see who gets death. So Eternity brings out his champion, one of his many creation called Eternal Madness. Oblivion, on the other hand, is his own champion. He didn't create no sentient life to fight for him. He did wear a skull belt across his waist. This is not the first trial by combat between Eternity and Oblivion, nor will it be the last. They brought a dozen times. A dozen times, Oblivion had won. The skulls on his waist are the avatars of Eternity who dared face him in battle. The trial, like the other trials, ended swiftly, and from that moment onward, as Oblivion requested, death became part of our universe. So there you have it. This is how death became part of the Marvel universe. And this is the same death which Doom faces as Storm cuts Doom in half. But we see that it is not the real Doom. He looks like he was using Shadow Clone Jutsu. Tells Storm that no one can defeat Doom. He's still talking that talk. But Storm tells Doom she would teach him humility, seeing as she knows defeat, just to remind you that this is Eternity speaking. I'm just calling him Storm because he's using Storm body. But we're real. This is actually Eternity talking that talk. But the real Doom is chilling, eating some food, telling Eternity if he's expected to beg for his life, don't hold his breath. Doom tells Eternity that Aurora will never let him take his life because he is unarmed, which is kind of weird because Doom is always activated because he doesn't need his hands to put hands on someone. So that's like a strange statement for Doom to say. But it is true that Aurora will assert her presence if he tries to kill Doom, which she actually does, because as soon as he tries to kill Doom, she ends up trying to take back control because she's not about to let Eternity kill Doom, even if she's not the biggest fan of him. And Eternity says to Doom, "You seem to know my host a great deal." Very well, Victor Von Doom. It seems you escaped certain death. And I think this is one of the funniest lines in this book. Doom says, "It is death that evades his wrath." Whoa. You're saying that death has evaded your wrath? That's I told you, man. Doom be talking crazy. Now we see that Oblivion and Eternity are talking, but we are actually in the present days. The other times we was billions of years. Now it's the present day. And what is the biggest surprise is that Oblivion is missing Death, his sister, which is funny. He ain't seen her in 3 eons. But Eternity tells Oblivion he can have his sister back. But this did nothing but piss Oblivion off because he felt like Eternity has done nothing but spread his influence on the universe, and he kept calling him a robber. He said he takes and takes and takes. So Oblivion tries to kill Eternity without the one above all permission, which invokes the wrath of the living tribunal, who puts that hammer on his head. And because of Oblivion's treason, his chance to see his sister again is revoked, and the trial by combat has been canceled, basically. But we see that something interesting happened. Because Oblivion, who is prideful, shed a tear for his sister, this act in on itself moved the one above all. And because of that, this shook the entire universe to the point that you could see it from the Watcher. You see that Spider-Man spider senses start going off, and even on some off-planet where Jean Grey, the Phoenix, is, she could sense something and even could tell that Storm is somehow a part of this. But Oblivion has a chance to see his sister again with the approval of the one above all. The living tribunal starts the trial by combat again, with the winner getting everything and the loser losing everything. The question is, who is going to be Eternity's champion? Who is going to deliver Eternity from Oblivion? That's when we see Storm in her Storm Sanctuary laying on the ground in tears. But we know that Storm is going to be Eternity's champion, and that's how that book ends. And I'm just saying that this is heating up. I like the direction that it's been going. I know I've said that multiple times, but all I really need is for them to stop playing this bullsharking and just let's get a guest appearance by Black Panther in Wakanda. And then after we get that, they have a little talk, and then let's make some demigod children, because you don't see that in the black community, whether it's Black American, Black African, whatever. You just don't see that. They allergic to that. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next video, and I will be in the comment section for an hour. Peace out, y'all.